make into the banning section, a new hero you think, but definitely a ban worthy.
This man Uranus man are just too much hassle to face against Uranus. But yeah,
True.
I think Uranus and new EXP should be Uranus, Lapu, and that Ruby. Ruby man, she got freaking so much buff, like 6% to 20% your swell vamp, and plus your defense is also I think increased a little bit in I would say in during the dash phases or maybe the passive vamp if I'm not wrong. So this banner with the Uranus, I would like to see. But yep, I think they in Indian scene, I think they're still going for I would say cliche ban. The prior to this update, they're still going for those ban
Mhm.
except the fluorine because fluorine has got enough. So let's just see what they're gonna ban. I think Lucas is also has not that much performing well after the new patch, but I still think Lucas is still a good jungler. So to
Mhm.
start it off, I think they might focus on maybe some EXP bans, or maybe I would say they could go for. I think I might have to take help from Peachy or Shinru from you
Hey,
guys.
Pichi, why
Like,
don't
what do
you
you
go
guys think?
first?
Oh, Selena.
Matilda will be still there for these teams. Matilda is still a threat. I see
Yeah, yeah.
that in a lot of
Mhm.
teams. Even yesterday, we at least had like four Matilda bans all over the 5 or 6
Oh,
matches we had. So
Mhm.
interestingly enough, I want to see the Matilda getting banned, but this time around, maybe special grade can actually pick it up for themselves. But Kalia will be there on the list.
And Souls, you talked about the cliche meta ban, right? And I think one of them would definitely be the bugs. You're still getting into the banning section, right? That hero is so flexible in the games that it cannot be neglected from banning it out. And I think Peachy has also seen this trend along with you, right, Soulspeed? The bugs, yeah, definitely. I mean, ban always being
mm,
there, for most of the teams. If they want to play the jungler because Lancelot is buffed, so you can go and
yeah.
easily mark on the backline. So I think most of the assassin actually face a hard time against a Baxia jungle because that hero is extremely tanky to burst down or even go
Mm.
against.
True.
Yeah, I think.
And top of that, let's not forget this is a invade meta. You pick off creeps of your enemies. Enemy jungler will actually have problem farming up, and that's the strategy to actually get your farm up.
Mhm. And Soulspeed, I
Yep.
think you can go forward with your views.
Yeah, and I think okay, the phobias obviously because there is obviously the rom com. They don't want to give away the push the rom com, but I still think they don't consider Uranus and Ruby as a threat. I think I've seen Ruby playing gold lane in this tournament. Personally, not a big fan of Ruby gold lane because earlier also it was a meta before, if I'm not wrong, before the season. Sorry,
Mhm.
season 36, season 30, 34, 35. It was the Ruby gold lane meta. She was absolutely menacing in that gold lane. I think that Ruby hasn't come back, but yep, she has become more of a sustained fighter. And yep, I think you need builds for Ruby to get that sustain. So that's why people are more focusing on gold lane. You can go if you have a I would say high damage jungler, the Ruby gold lane, like we have seen the YSS jungle, maybe some marksman jungle, or maybe some high damage jungle like Ling or maybe some other assassin. But as you said, Rafael, a game changing hero, Harith still getting banned. And
Mhm.
Harith, not a big fan of Harith ban right now, but yeah, let's just see how what the Divan regime is gonna ban here because there are I think three or maybe four kinds of game plan that every team opt for. Like even if you go like two frontliners, one support, and two damage dealers, or maybe you go for three setter heroes and two damage dealers, and maybe I think a combination of these twos that can pop off. But yeah, blue ban right there.
I think the blue still is a problem, for a lot of teams. Most of them
Yeah,
do not like to go against that
I
hero.
forgot about two.
Yeah, so even in the EXP lane, the blue is still a viable option, and it's pretty much okay. But this also opens up a lot of choices for the side of team, especially great to choose from the buffet they have been given. So they get, but the problem is they just get one, right? They have to give two other heroes to the other team. And
Mm.
here, Pichi, which hero do they actually go for as a prio out here?
Oh, look at that. I want to see. Okay, yep,
Oh.
Matilda, as I predicted. For special grade, it is a one of a pick for them. A signature pick. So definitely, if it's open, why not go it for that? But Lapu Lapu being open for Romcom, though, this match, I'm really looking forward for Romcom, given the fact that it is an EXP meta and he's gonna shine a lot.
Hmm.
Lapu Lapu for rom-com. What's your thought, Polski?
I mean, he's my son, and so I would like to see, I would like to see. I mean, you can ask him, he will say it, yes. So yeah, rom-com. I would like to see, like, he has a tendency not to pick. I would say he will might pick his hero later, but for now, I think Baksha is open. As you said, he might go for Baksha as there is the Mathilda to counter it. Maybe because the Phoebus is banned. Phoebus is one of the hero that can counter Mathilda. Maybe just a part counter Mathilda, like a pseudo counter. And okay, Lapu Lapu.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is, Peachy and Romcom going with the Bakshi. I mean, I just sensed it out. But yep, you're right, Peachy. He has gone for that Lapu Lapu. He don't want to waste his chance to get that hands,
Yeah.
chance to get his favorite hero, I guess.
Uh, and Peachy, the good part about the Bugsia pick is that it can be flexed right now. They have a
Mm.
really flexible draft so far. I mean, except for the Lapu Lapu, it has to be into the EXP, but the Bugsia is still a question mark where it is going. So, team special grade, how do they respond to this pick?
Oh, interesting. I wanna see a Roger though. For special grade, it could be a very good pick,
Uh,
but they have to just dodge every possible thing coming in. But nah, that's not the thing that they are looking forward for. Maybe pushing Roger onto the goal lane could be working for them, but this time around, looking for a safer option. Lilia on a rise though.
the Lily actually is a really good hero to go against tanky members, right? I think the Roger is still a good pick, even for Team Divine Regime, right? They have a good frontliner, so the Roger can shine well with the people who can soak in the damage. The Roger's Lycan Pounce is pretty much is immune to most of the damage once he goes in, and if the members are low, hey, it's a feast for him. But Vexana here, Solski takes not the Vexana, I'm sorry, the Valentina. My bad, my bad. The
Yeah,
Valentina here. Ah, that's a good
I
hero,
was
I
like,
feel.
I was like
Uh-huh,
Vexana. I'm not pretty sure,
uh-huh,
but yeah, this Valentina. I would say. Okay, I would not say that because that might sound very wrong, but yeah, Copex with the Valentina. So
uh-huh.
Valentina, for what I think for lasting insanity. Plus, I think they might choke down some heroes for special grade that they might thought that they will pick in the second drafting phase. So yeah, Valentina, they might not pick some high ult dependent heroes like maybe a Yuzhong or maybe something else because they just straight away give it to the Valentina. But I still think if they manage to pull out some baiting kind of if they become the master baiter to bait that Copex ultimates, so they might go for high ult dependent heroes. But yep, for a second drafting phase, the first ban will be go toward the divine regime DR. And what special grade does not have, they don't have a marksman right now, so they might go for marksman. Yeah, obviously they're gonna ban Moscow because Sanson is there. And let's just see what special grade is gonna ban here because they might also go for some marksman ban right there. Okay, Granger, understandable. Now might go for some special grade does not have an EXPF. This Xbox don't go for EXP, and still they have a little bit of junglers left. I think personally, Ling also got a little bit buff in his ultimate, right? So Ling, people don't use Ling quite often, but I still think Ling is a quite good hero. If you have like very high, what do you call it, high HP frontline, Ling is one of the heroes that can sneak through those frontliners and go to straight towards the back line. So would love to
Mhm.
see would love to see how special grade is going to counter this high HP hero draft coming from DR.
Yeah, I mean, just like Peachy mentioned once again, there's always a threat of the Baxian as well as the invade coming in for assassins, right? Pick an
Yeah.
assassin, you get continuously, invaded. There goes your farm, there goes your resources, right? And Ling without a blue buff can also be a problem. So I think even though Ling is a good option, it's still a far-fetched choice for Team Special Grade. But hey,
Hmm.
if the Xbox goes to the jungle, I think that's a really good option for them. But what would be the good pick out here as a gold laner or maybe a jungler for the side of Team Divine Regime here, Preachy?
Oh, for jungler, okay. Looks like for special grade we already got a Xbox, and now for special grade I'm still thinking, and I think in
Ah,
a way they are thinking that the Baksha is actually a jungler, but I think like 90%. Okay, I'm just going to put my votes on this Baksha being the Rome, and they are just going to come with a surprise pick
Fredrin.
now that the marksmen have been prioritized, which is a good thing. And yes, Soul Sky, we might be looking at a Fredrin.
And carry is also open, by the way.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting. But
uh,
for special grade.
Mm.
Nah,
You
Yeah.
know what?
this is too
You know what,
much.
Peachy? You know what,
Mm-hmm.
Peachy? I think this Bagzia might be a jungle, because we know Raden, right? He likes to play the tanky hero or the fighter heroes more than the
Yes.
assassin. So again, the flex potential might not be there. Still is a big question mark, a big unknown situation that Team Special Grade are in. They might be thinking a lot of possibilities. So I think the mystery out there is definitely going to put them off or throw them off from their draft. Maybe kind of overthink into a lot of possibilities. Might just put them in a spot that they might just pick heroes which not work so well. But hey, these two heroes always work. Ask me, at any time of the day.
Oh, people were saying you're gonna see sniping from Sunsen, and we are gonna see that. And these heroes, as you said, these two heroes are gonna work regardless of wherever you put them. But remember, now they have also got
Yeah.
the access to the
Oh,
AOTG, and look at that. And I think, guys, we are gonna see this time that Speechy was right. But instead of Redden, we are gonna see Ryan on the Roger. And I would like to see Raren on a link on someday. I would love to see that. You can put the poll, guys, if you want to see Raren in the link. But yeah, for now, I think we are gonna get the Roger in jungling from the DR and SG. They have gone for, I think, Xbox Jungle and DXP Gato.
hey, we have got two amazing drafts out here, and we are soon gonna head into the game. I think you two guys are the best people I can rely on for getting the game going. So why don't you guys just take it away from the match point on? But again, the teams are looking really solid. You can comment down below which team do you think has a better shot in winning this match. But yeah, there we go, guys.
Into the land of dawn. This is going to be the first match between Team Divine Regime versus Team Special Grade. Let's see if it's going to be a clean sweep or is it going to be a 2-1. The results will be up for for you guys to actually guess as well. So I am curious to know to see what predictions are you guys up with.
Exactly. And my prediction now, obviously, with my son. But yep. Now, as we can see, okay, Raren with the Roger, we can see Roger getting, his ultimate cooldown shorter. I think he is equal, how he was before, there was a gold lane Roger meta. I think we might be able to see that, in this new season 37, we might be able to see that meta coming back. But Roger in the jungling, so many people are opting for Roger in the jungling. And we are going to see, as you predicted, this Bakshia in the EXP. And if I'm not wrong, is that
Rome Boxer.
yeah, yeah. No, it's not Rome Baksha. I was, amazed by the name of the Valentina.
Oh,
You know,
okay, okay.
Peekaboo Predator. Yeah. So I'm not saying who is he preying on, but that will be the a little skirmish in the mid lane. But this Bloom, this Lilia, she has also gotten quite a good buff in this recent patch, and I think people might know about the buffs and all. But we are gonna see a team. In team fight. Let's just talk about team fight potential from both the drafts. I think team fight wise, SG, if they go on 5v5 team fight, if Beatrix also join, I think they have the upper hand. If Beatrix doesn't join the team fight, I think team DR in the early gaming phase, I think they might have the chance to just decapitate the team SG. But Romcom is in the position, will go for the bravest fighter of them all, and they will be see a little skirmish happening in the mid lane side. But there was the perfect disengaged from the side of team SG, and now the first lot of minimum mind brought in quite too low. That was a very good turn coming
Ooh.
from that Guttoad. And look at the bloom coming from the Lilia, giving away the damage. And now they're focusing on the first turtle right now.
This Gatotkacha is definitely going to be a problem for them and an easy turtle for a special gray. Look at them. Now, time by time, I feel like Divine Regime, they are looking forward for the mid game to the late game. They want to make sure that Spiro would be the one who would be getting all those farms. Look at him. He's safe enough. He's just making sure Sanson would not be coming in quite as much as ahead so that he also won't be on the same plane for the gold. And actually that is a very good strategy to shut down a little bit of a goal. Even a few hundreds really help a lot when you're on the goal lane. As you guys already know, it is not a goal lane meta anymore. The pressure is still going to be there.
Yep, exactly. But look at that. There's the bravest fighter from the Lapu Lapu. There will be the guiding wins from that Matilda. Again, misses out widely. Will go for the flicker combination. Misses out, but yep, will get the kill of that Lilia. But there is the AOTG Xbox with a 14 rotation, lasting insanity, and that's the end for that Bakshia. And for now, they will be using the revitalize. Quite a full resources have been used. Domcom is quite too low. This Sanson will join the fight along with a very wrong heavy crossbow from that Irithil. My man, what were you thinking? You are not some South Indian hero that will jump on. Not even in the early game, in the late game as well. And yep, he will pay for that very wrong engage from that Irithil. I think she just got caught off guard with that positioning of hers.
Yes, and top of that, let's not forget Lilia with the early game is going to have that a little bit of a poke damage already going on onto the bottom lane. The taunt already there. Pakshia though too much in that. I mean, he should have just cleared up the lane and just went away. That's just too much engage right there. And even special grade popping up at the right moment, it is going to be a problem. I want to see this turtle who's going to be okay.
Oh,
He's coming in for Sparrow. Look at him trying to battle four members, not surviving
wow.
any blooms coming in from Chocopie. That's a kill.
Exactly. That was a very beautiful engage coming from the side of Team SG. That was some special technique right there that only special grades know. Because what a cohesive type of gang that was. AOG on point, the Matilda using her guiding to just let the AOT the Gator escape from the turret, and rest of them they took care of that Irithil. I remember the second turtle is up right now. Valentina has that guiding veins but will not use, and the turtle will go towards, I think, I don't know. I forgot who took the turtle. I just didn't see that. But look at that. Raren will pay the price. There's too much overextension right there. And meanwhile, we can see the mid lane there again. Chocopai will fall down from the hands of Romcom. Romcom is just too much inside of the four people and will be taking a lot of damage and will fall down for now. And 6-2 for special grades on a roll right now.
My, what a game coming in for special grade who are very eager to take down the early game for themselves. Now, interestingly enough, the real game's gonna start from the mid to the late. Both of the teams have swapped their lanes, especially for those marksmen. Can we actually look at the itemization? Because Sanson definitely has picked up a has clause. Am I right about that? Oh, not the has clause, but a Fury Hammer along with a Sea Halberd. Interesting choice just to stop off a little bit damage on Sanson. My god, that Niburu is just crazy as of now. I'm really liking how they are trying to push it down while Divine Regime are cornered down.
Yep, exactly. Irithil needs a lot, I would say, scaling, at least three itemization. And what those three itemization being in this, I mean, in this scenario, go for just, House Claws, this Malefic Gun that just this guy bought Sanson, and look at the Romcom, is just quite too low. I don't think so he might be able to escape that. There will be the Xbox with the lasting inside. He took care of that Romcom there. Okay, that's a flicker. There's too much eager to get that kill, and will they survive or not? Yep, they will survive, and that was a shutdown for that Xbox. I would say Xbox with a little bit overextension. Romcom bought the time, and his team took care of it. But at what cost? They will lose the mid lane as well. So the trade-offs are not looking good for the Divine Regime right now. And okay, the special grade, they are on a roll right now. They are getting trades of like a very good. I would say very good trade-offs. Like they got a top lane, they got a mid lane as well, just for for Xbox. I mean, that's a very good trade.
Definitely, the score being as of now double right here. Turtle, last turtle right there into the land of Dawn. Team Divine Regime, I believe they are still not going in for that. Roger, though, is definitely going to have some kind of a problem. Talking about Raren 0-20 already. He's just trying to farm off with his attack speeds, which is a good thing, but he's gonna get interrupted. Look at that, Sanson already in the position trying to get them down. But I really love how special grade are trying to corner down Divine Regiment, and it's actually working. Look at that.
Yep, exactly. And now the Chocobai will also have that extra heal, de-healing. That's the glowing one. We can see the fight is going on. There will be the wrath of that Sansin will go for the rocket launcher ultimate. But there was a try to catch on to that Sansin, I guess. But yeah, Romcom is just too much inside. Will fall down. Oh, okay, he survived that. No, Lilia was there. Will survive again. And for now, this Bakshia is not having a time of his life. He's just getting melted down from the true damage coming from Xbox. Raren quite low. Will also fall down from the hands of Matilda this time. And now they are not looking good. Sanson is just quite inside this time. Romcom might go for the bravest fighter of them all to the Sanson. Sanson will survive for now. They will be the guiding winds from that Matilda. Just Romcom holding on to his own will get taken down, but will take Matilda with him this time. But for now, 1 for 2 trade. Not looking good for the side of Team DR.
Definitely not looking good. While Spiro also not getting any kind of a farm right here. That's going to be a problem definitely. But let's see. Let's see the Lord being around here in just 40 seconds. Team Divine Regime have 40 seconds to corner down the river area onto their hand, scout down every single possible pressure coming in because special grade are there at the bottom, at the top, at the mid, making sure that they will be coming out of position. Chocoboy already in position, but I feel like if they cannot engage, they need at least 4 members to engage. Same goes for Divine Regime. They need their frontliner in a way. I feel like the Valentina thus comes out as a force pick, but it is a pick that they needed very much as of now for 3 days grace. For that Gatot Kacha, they need someone to break down the backliners as much as a special grade are doing, but they are very less on resources and they are very less on damage as of now, so they cannot commit to do the same.
Yep, exactly. But I still think that that Irithel needs to firm up in this game. Plus, she has to look out for, I would say, the positioning of hers when she engages with the heavy cross, because heavy cross is like a, I would say, can also be used as take down the backline. If the connection is right, she might be able to take down the Sanson if Sanson get caught off guard. But this Matilda is just doing well, very good job, looking out for her teammates, giving away the necessary support that a Matilda player should give to his team. But look at the concealer is Raren might get sick, might get caught in a very wrong position. There will be the ultimate from that Beatrix, might go in for that oh well, Valentina. AOTG onto the Boxia. Boxia will be forced to use Revitalize. And remember, Revitalize also got nerve. Raren just quite too low. He was just not supposed to go in. I don't know what he was doing. Very bad positioning from Raven right there. But they will take the benefit of that, and Raven will fall down. Meanwhile, there is a Valentina with the Xbox Ultimate trying to give away a little bit of damage, just trying to get here and there. There will be the lasting insanity into the mid lane, and Romcom is quite too low. Will go for the Sansin with the bravest fighter of them all, but will fall down for now. A night now team. SG, they are not ready to back down. Look at the professional, sorry, not professional, but the
Ooh.
peekaboo predator. He is buying time. Will he able to survive or not? No, he might not be able to survive. Meanwhile, we can see in the mid lane that the Sparrow just trying to get his hands onto that Beatrix, but the Gatot Kacha, there's too much front lining is there. And Gatot Kacha will fall down from the hands of Bakshia. Double kill. Okay, Bakshia got in the kill of that. Oh, Sanson, and for now, Raran will fall down. I think he got that kill with the help of his ultimate. But yep, that will be the team fight for the side of team for both the sides. But yep, I think this time trades were, I would say, equal.
Trades were definitely equal, but Special Grade took a lot of in their hands. Taking down the inhibitor, even just with the Lord, is just so much. So resources in their hands as of now. Since Team in Divine Regime don't have like a proper assassin such as a Hayabusa or a Ling or a Fanny, I'm talking about high mobility assassin to make a you know crossplay. You're talking about how they want to go to cut the lanes and take down turrets. Lapu Lapu is the one who's just doing it. They need that Barara, okay, I feel like he's gonna get caught. He needs to go back, but lasting insanity. The 3 members onto him. 3 members. None of the members from Special Grade are allowing Divine Regime to come out. Divine Regime are in deep waters as of now.
Exactly, and now the game has been to the 12 minutes mark. I think Team DR, if they want to come back, they need to hold out at least one more Lord. And Romcom going for that Sea Halberd in this game because they need for that Matilda. Meanwhile, this Chocopai, I mean, we are seeing that Sansin and the Chocopai is being a menace to that. I would say that Bakshia not able. Bakshia is just quite too low when he's entering into the team fight because of the bloom that's coming from this Chocopai. And along with the
True.
Sanson just had too much of a poke. This is the beauty of the two frontliners and one support plus two damage eaters on the backline. They just give a too much of a poke. And this was the reason that I was saying that the team DR needs some assassin to go into the backlines because never mind Rarin again getting caught off guard. Lycan Pounds was there to, at least immune that AOTG, but there was just too much of a slow coming in from the side of team AG right now, but they are looking for an end for this time because Sparrow is quite too low. Will be getting the ultimate from that Beatrix. Beatrix. So, Peachy, what do you think is going to happen right now?
Divine Regime really has to push back a lot. They need to get Sparrow some few more items. Look at that. The opening is not
Oh,
there, even for Raren as well. A little bit of a poke is there. Romcom trying to buy some time. The Lord marching in from the middle lane. Let's see if they are able to get it or not.
yep, exactly. Meanwhile, you can see there's a lasting insanity onto the rom-com. There will be the Sanson, who's quite too low, will get taken down from that peekaboo predator. Wonderfully executed that lasting insanity. Now I think they have crippled the back lines of the side of Team
Ooh.
SG, getting the kill. They are just too much low, and this is what I was talking about. If they are able to defend this game, they might be able to come back. And what a gameplay from peekaboo predator! Wonderfully played. Just to, he just did a job of I would say assassin right there.
Definitely, they needed Sansan out of the way and Peekaboo Predator striking right when the iron is hot. I'm really liking how he just went in for Sansan, trying to melt him down, and that was the window of opportunity Divine Regime needed. But special grade now, I feel like they will be facing the wrath of Divine Regime, but Sparrow is nowhere near dealing so much damage. Their mobility is so high that even if they match it, they are just scattering away with the guiding winds. It's just going to be a little bit of a problem. Raren finally getting some space to farm up, which is a good sign. But again, Gatot Kacha once again is a problem. Gatot Kacha needs to be get out of the way for Divine Regiment, but for Divine Regiment, they need to take out Peekaboo Predator. He's a threat for him. The mage alone being a threat is just, let's see though. Let's see though. Look at his positioning.
Yeah, he's just using his ability just too quite well. This is what I was talking about. If you okay, never mind. They're just going for the peekaboo predator. Remember, he has AOTG to escape. We'll be using that for escaping, and that's just too much overextension from the side of Team SG. Will the team? Okay, never mind. That's just too much melting to that Bakshia right there. But remember, that's the damage coming from the Beatrix. Now again, they are going in for extra damage, and look at the Romcom going in for that Bravish fighter of them all. Will have to fall back for now. We'll have to use that abilities to fall back, but never mind. Samson, there's too much damage giving away to the side of team. Okay, Divine Regime Sparrow is trying to do something here and there, but will fall down from the hands of that Matilda. Triple kill. Peekaboo Predator quite too low. Will have to use Flicker to fall back, and the Maniac will go towards the Stanson. And Shutdown will also go towards the Peekaboo Predator, but you know what? This is the end for the time of side of Team DR.
Special grade. What a victory you have shown us. And our host, Shinryu, are you there with us? Hello,
Hi,
welcome
Shinryu.
I have
back.
to be there, right? Hi.
Yes,
Yeah, oh my
sir.
god,
But
so
yeah, you
so
know
hot.
what? Yeah, it's very hot. It's been
Mhm.
raining suddenly. So yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why am I being
but
rude, guys?
but
I'm
yeah,
just
once
kidding.
again,
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Yeah, you just caught me off guard. So yeah, it doesn't. No, I don't get compliments every day, guys. So sorry about that. But yeah, I mean that game, bro, guys. I think Raren not being able to actually come online really early, and I see him
Yeah.
actually going for that. The old build that's gonna be the Trinity build, which is actually not really prevalent in the current meta. Most people do like to go for the
Endless battle.
Windtalker along with the